Hello and welcome. Today I am creating the exterior for the Pleasant house. I wanted a suburban look. I think that's my favourite style to create. I also wanted it to look kind of like the Sims 2 version but modernised. That's my goal for all of the builds I'm creating. I don't want them to be exact replicas but just inspired by the Sims 2 version. Because the Sims 2 came out in 2004, we have a way better build mode, so I want to utilise it. The Pleasant family were definitely a favourite of mine. I think they were actually the first family I ever played for the Sims 2, and I absolutely loved Lilith. She was my favourite. And I loved how the twins also dated guys with similar personalities to their sibling. It was kind of like if they got past their fighting, they would actually see they could really get along and be good friends. As a child though, when I played, I always liked happy families, so I always fixed everything. But now I kind of like having not everything perfect. It makes it feel real. So like when I played, Daniel never hooked up with Caitlin. That was not in the deal. I fixed the marriage, I fixed the twins' relationships. I also keep the twins with the boyfriends that they had. I've seen a lot of people switch them, but to me that's kind of weird to date someone that your siblings dated. And as well, I kind of liked that they dated people similar in personality to the opposite, to their twin. It showed that they could get along with people, you know, if they got over their fighting, they could get along as siblings. So with this house, I was really happy with it. I liked that, to me, it felt like the old house, but it was still different. It still felt like a new version. So I guess, well, technically an old version because I'm setting it slightly before. I'm setting it kind of in the past, but not too far in the past like Sims 3. I'm setting it kind of just like an age group before they would have been. So the twins are children instead of teens and stuff like that for all characters. So Caitlin, she isn't a young adult. In mine, she's going to be a teenager. So I was having trouble with the roof. I think there's a bit of cutting because I had to fix the roof because every time I put the steps in, it was acting like the top floor wasn't complete. So it took a lot of fixing. It probably took about half an hour until I finally fixed it, and there was no point keeping that footage in. It was kind of boring. But yeah, I just needed to curve. If anybody else has that problem, I just needed to curve the outside roof like a smidgen, just curve it a wee bit and it fixed it. But yeah, it was so annoying. So I was thinking of either using light windows or dark windows, but I decided to go for the dark window colour just because it felt more like the old Pleasant house with dark window shade, and plus I always used white, so I wanted to do something different. I really like the white on houses. I think I'm going to be using white a lot, so it was kind of a fun challenge to be using dark wood and not use, and I also used dark wood doors, and it was quite actually, like, I normally prefer white, but for this house I think it looked heaps better with the dark wood. I was actually really happy with this house. I think it's definitely my favourite that I've created so far, but considering I think this is the third family in, I haven't created that many, but it's definitely still my favourite, and I feel like it will be for a long time. I was really happy with it. I also just found out that houses with debug items, when you upload them to the gallery, when someone else downloads it, they will not have those debug items. So I use a lot, I didn't in this build, but in my Smith's build and in my Burbs build, I use a lot of debug plant. So I'm sorry, on the gallery when you download it they would disappear, but once I had finished this whole like every single house in that, and I will be uploading the game save to the to one of, you know, I think either Sims file share or Google Drive, something like that, I will be uploading the save file, so then you will have a exact replica of it if there was a house that you really wanted, or if you want the whole save, which I'm hoping people will, because I'm spending a lot of time on it. But yeah, I'm sorry, if you get it from the gallery, anything debug will not show up. Lucky for this house, I used mainly the plants from just normal build by mode, so this house will pretty much show up identical, apart from I added a little carport and I used debug mode for the cars, so like that the cars probably won't show up, which is annoying because debug mode is in the game, so I don't understand why it's not showing up. Hopefully that is fixed, but that's just what I read. I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't tried. Like, when I download my own houses, it is showing up, but I'm assuming it's because that's my house that I've built. So, yeah, it's kind of weird since it is from the Sims game. It's not mods or anything, but hopefully that is fixed, or hopefully it's fixed in the future so that the houses will show up like I've built them. And it was such a pain because it was raining when I was building this house, so it was quite a hassle with the rain always getting in the way, and it looked so gloomy and gross. I tried to find cheats and I couldn't get the cheat to work, and I don't know how to get the weather machine, so I just gave up in the end, and they could just have a gloomy, rainy weather. But it was definitely annoying. I wish that there was an easy cheat just to put in the weather to change it, because I wanted it to have like the sunny day, because I find that's the easiest to build with. So yeah, here I'm placing the cars. Hopefully I don't know if it's a bug, or hopefully they've fixed it so that debug items will show up. So I put the pool back, how they had a pool in Sims 2, and yeah, it was quite a I try to keep it really similar, and I was really happy with the way it worked out. But I guess this is all I have to say about the exterior, so I will see you next video where I will be creating the interior of this house. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. If you want to see a family next, please comment which family you would enjoy, or just anything. Tell me who was your favourite twin, even anything Sims 2 related. I'm quite into the Sims lore, so I pretty much know it all. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I see you next time. Please subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you. Bye.